Good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. I hope and pray that you are doing well. And by the time you see this, it might be Wednesday evening or Wednesday night, or might be another day. Whatever day it is, I hope that you are being blessed with your day or your night, and that you have a good rest of your week. We're going to continue in our study through the book of Proverbs. We're going to be in Proverbs chapter 9 today, and we're going to finish out this chapter. The last part of this chapter, if we've talked about the previous couple of weeks, is dealing with woman folly. And it's kind of a comparison between woman folly and wisdom, as we talked about in the first 6 verses of this chapter. And we get to see some similarities, maybe, but also in the ways that they are very, very different as well. So I invite you, grab your Bible, turn to Proverbs chapter 9. We're going to begin in verse 13. Notice with me, it starts out this way. It says, "The woman folly is loud, she is seductive, and knows nothing." Hey, I don't know about you, but in my single days, I ended up doing some internet dating, if you will, with some different websites and whatnot, and actually met my wife Anna through the site eHarmony. Maybe you've heard of that one. And it's always interesting when you try to find someone over the internet, and it doesn't matter what site you are using trying to find somebody. There's always characters out there, and there's always ones that you go, no, not a chance. That would never happen. And there's others you go, oh, well, maybe, something like that. And then there's some that you go, oh, okay, all right. When I think of verse 13, I think of internet dating, if you will. And here is woman folly described. And it's not good things. It's not good things at all. Notice, the woman folly is loud. Do you like loud people? I don't know that anybody necessarily likes loud people. Can be annoying, can hurt your ears, try to draw attention to themselves, maybe overshout everybody else. But woman folly, this is the first way she is described. She is loud. It also says she is seductive. Another maybe way we could translate this word is full of simpleness. Do you like being described as simple? For us in modern times, that would not be a good thing. That we would not take that as a compliment. If you had a teacher or professor that looked at you and said, "Hey, you're simple," you'd probably go, "Wait a minute, what are you saying here?" Okay, it's not a good thing, and we see that especially in the last part of the verse where it says, "and knows nothing." Okay, is this the kind of person you would like to be friends with? Is this the kind of person you would like to marry? Is this the kind of person that you would like to have some kind of relationship with? They're loud, they're full of simpleness, they know nothing at all. Okay? Now, in comparison, go back to verse 1 with me. Wisdom has built her house. She has honed her 7 pillars. Here is wisdom that is full of skill, full of knowledge. If you were to see that describing someone, you might go, now that's someone I would like to have a relationship with. But notice verse 14 with me. Okay, back to woman folly. She sits at the door of her house. Okay, I think that it's interesting that she's in the seated position. Okay, she's not standing, she's not working, she's not being productive in some way. No, she sits at the door of her house. She takes a seat on the highest places of the town. Okay, she is at a place where she can draw attention. Remember, she's loud. Okay, She's at a place where she can, um, if you will, go fishing for simple ones that she can lure to her place where she is sitting at the door. She's waiting. Notice verse 15. Calling to those who pass by, who are going straight on their way. Now, I really want you to imagine this. I really want you to think about this for a little bit. Okay? How do you picture woman folly here sitting and calling out to those? And notice how it's described here. Those who are passing by, it says they are going straight on their way. Okay? They are going to the place that they are intending to go to. And it doesn't say that they are looking to go to the right, doesn't say they are looking to go to the left. No, they are going straight on their way. And so here is woman folly that is trying, it seems, to distract them. Okay, trying to get them to turn from the way that they are going. And when she is calling to them, I picture with the proverb writer here saying she is loud. She is not going, pardon me, sir. Yeah, you in the blue shirt over there. You want to come over here? Yeah, come over here. Okay, that's not how I see her at all. No, it describes her as being loud as she's calling out to those who are passing by. Hey, you over there! Come over here! I got something to show you. Something that you would like to see. Okay, no, she's being loud. Okay, she's calling out to those, trying to get them to turn from the way in which they are going. And in verse 16 it says, whoever is simple. Whoever is simple. Isn't that interesting? She's not calling out to the wise and saying, hey, you that is wise. The ones that won't turn to the left or the right. The ones that will not listen to me no matter how loud I may be. No, she says, whoever is simple. Let him turn in here. Let him come to me. That's who I want. Isn't that interesting? Notice verse 4. What was wisdom's call? Whoever is simple, let him turn in here. It's the same call. All right, it's to the same demographic, if you will. Wisdom said, to him who lacks sense. And notice woman folly here, last part of verse 16. And to him who lacks sense. All right? So wisdom is saying, if you lack sense and you're simple, I got the answer for you. Okay? I can treat that. I can cure that. Whereas woman folly says, hey, you that is simple, you who lack sense, I can use that. I can keep you that way. You're going to get destroyed, basically. Okay? Notice verse 17 with me. Stolen water is sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. That's some interesting words. Once again, as we found out before here in the book of Proverbs, I think that this is some symbolism. This is alluding to an adulterous relationship to be had here. Stolen water is sweet. Hey, you're married? Don't worry about it. Come on. It's going to be sweet. It's going to taste good. And bread eaten in secret is pleasant. Okay? This is going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. All right? But notice, she's not saying, you really might want to consider this. Okay? Woman folly seems to be enticing her prey with the here and now. Okay? What will make you feel good? What would you like right now? Whereas wisdom, on the other hand, not only thinks about the here and now, but also thinks about the future as well. Okay? Notice verse 6 with me. Leave your simple ways and live, and walk in the way of insight. So we're not just talking about right now. We're not talking about your desires right now. We're not talking about what would be fun right now. No, we're talking about your life here and what is best for your life. Compare that to woman folly here. Stolen water sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. Okay? Simple way to think about it maybe is have you ever been tempted late at night to eat things that you know wouldn't be good for you? You know, oh, there's that ice cream that's in the freezer. Oh, that pizza that's in the refrigerator that was left over too. I can make some nachos right now. Okay, anybody that suffers with acid reflux and other things, you pay for that later on. It tastes good when it's going down, but maybe a few hours later you're like, why? Why did I do this? That brings us to verse 18. But he who does not know that the dead are there, that her guests are in the depths of Sheol. Okay, now Sheol is the place of the dead. All right, so her house is the place of the dead. Come, have this sweet stolen water. Come, eat this bread in secret. It's pleasant. But what I'm not telling you, don't look in the closet over there. Don't look at all those skeletons that are in there. Don't look at the prey that I've already had, the other simple ones that listened to me and turned away from the direction that they were going. No, don't look there, because really this is the place of the dead. That her guests are in the depths of Sheol, the place of the dead. You know, it reminds me of the verse, the wages of sin are death. All right, woman folly, that's what she's about. She is about sin. She is about enticing others to sin, the simple to do it. Wisdom, on the other hand, all about the ways of God. Okay, what will bring you closer to God? How would God want you to live? What is the will of God in your life? That is what is to consider. Woman folly, on the other hand, no. What do you want? What would make you happy? Isn't that what's most important? Don't even think about the consequences right now. Right now, here and now, what would make you happy? But wisdom says no. Leave your simple ways and live. All right, next week we're going to begin in chapter 10, which I think is going to be interesting for us as we dive into this section of Proverbs. This first section of Proverbs is done with, and of course we ended chapter 9 with the comparison of wisdom and woman folly, and the two choices that really every man has, every human being has. Okay, are you going to follow wisdom? Are you going to follow the ways of God, or are you going to follow Satan and folly? Okay, what voice will you listen to? Which one do you desire to listen to? Of course, those of us that are Christians, that know God, know His Word, the choice is simple. I'm not saying that we are never tempted. I'm not saying that sometimes maybe we veer off to the left or to the right and that we listen to folly now and then, but we know who we should listen to. We know what direction we need to go. I hope and pray that you have a blessed rest of this week and that you spend some time with God in His Word, listening to wisdom, following the ways of wisdom, praying to our God for wisdom and direction in your life and for what His will is and how He wants to use us in His kingdom. Have a great rest of this week. Know that I love you. Know especially that God loves you. God bless.